Hey everybody, it's 13th Wolfman. You know what today is? Today is day 16. Oh, we're halfway through the month. This month, I love doing this every year, but I hate the fact that the month flies by when I do this every year. Been doing this for like 11 years, man. Me and Brother Max and Moods and Double Shot J, all been doing it right around the same time. You know? But let's do a few things before we get to talking about the movie. Yeah, so let's like, subscribe, share, comment, and hit that bell. That way you'll be notified anytime I put something new up. And like I was saying before, there are other people doing this, so check them out. You got Brother Max, the one and only MSJ. You got Moods, you got Double Shot J. Actually, it's Moods 616. You got Double Shot J. You got Tony has 9 fingers. Who else do you have? Nightmare Maven. Let's talk about movies. I am the Ice Lord. Yeah. So they're all doing it, and there's a lot more besides them just doing it. So check everybody out, because someone's doing something cool. You know what today is? You know what today is? Today is Italian Sunday. So if you're new to this, every year I do an Italian horror giallo film on Sunday. And that's the only time I usually bring them up is during the Italian Sundays. And there are other times I'll bring up like other movies, like Spanish movies or French movies or something like that. But Italian Sunday is Italian Sunday. It's Italian Sunday. That's right. And today's Italian movie is, and this is going to sound funny because yes, it is an Italian movie. The Italian movie is The French Sex Murders. Yes, I said it. The French Sex Murders. An Italian movie made in France. It sounds really weird, but it's actually a really, really good movie. You got Anita Egbert in it. Evelyn Kraft is in this movie. Barbara Boucher is in this movie. And Robert Sacchi. Now, to some of you people, you might not know these names, but these are, with the exception of Robert Sacchi, all the other names are pretty big in the foreign movie business. Especially Anita Egbert. Anita Egbert in this movie plays Madame Coulet. And Madame Coulet runs a brothel in Paris. And at the beginning of the movie, one of her big, well-known girls, not big as in, one of her well-known girls, Francine, is killed. Now, a lot of people think that the person that killed Francine is the guy that's obsessed over her. He shows up in the movie and takes Francine to her room and says, "Look, I will give you everything I got. Here's the jewels. These are all yours as long as you are only mine." And she flips out. He's kind of been stalking her for a while. We don't really, we just get the impression that that's been happening, but because we don't really see it happen. But all of a sudden, she gets a call. She's got to go deal with someone, and he says, "I just gave you all these jewels. If you'd be mine," and you're walking out. And so he starts beating the hell out of her, slapping her around, and calling her a whore. He then leaves, and not long after that, she's found dead. Did Antoine kill Francine? That's the question. Well, we invite into the picture Robert Sacchi. Robert Sacchi is playing the inspector, and the cool thing about Robert Sacchi is he's the man with another man's face. Without being related to, he actually has the face of Humphrey Bogart. He's made a living out of doing Humphrey Bogart, showing up in Humphrey Bogart type of movies. And it just so happens that this was his first movie, he kind of looks like Humphrey Bogart, and it's just kind of cool that after that he actually got somewhat of a career out of it. Not a big career, but somewhat of a career. Actually, a movie that came out in 1980 called The Man with Bogey's Face. He's actually playing a guy that is not Humphrey Bogart, that looks like Humphrey Bogart. Wow, what a stretch. So he's there to investigate, and we're here to find out what's going on with, who killed Francine. They find Antoine, and they put him on trial, and he's sent to the electric chair. He's sent to death. He's going to ride the lightning. But while they're transferring him to kill him, he escapes, and when he escapes, he doesn't get too far. He steals a motorcycle, rides away on it, and gets decapitated. So he's dead either way. It doesn't matter. But did he really kill Francine? See, when he was on trial, when he was found guilty, he told everybody that he will come back from the dead and take them all out. Now, is Antoine's curse real? We'll find out. I'm not going to tell you that much more, but like I said, you got Barbara Boucher in this. You got Evelyn Kraft. This, I believe, is Barbara Boucher's first movie. And she did a really good job. And the funny thing is that this is produced by Dick Randall, who produced last week's Italian Sunday movie, The Girl in Room 2A. And the girl that was in that one, that was setting people up to go to the halfway house, is in this one. And I can't think of her first name, but her last name is Neri. In this one, she plays Mary Ann. And it's like, there's a lot of very beautiful women in this movie. The funny thing is that this movie is called The French Sex Murders. And it sounds like this is going to be a very sexually engrossed, movie. And there's a little bit of sex in it, but there's not that much. I think it's just called that because, well, the first murder took place at a brothel. So there you go. I love this movie. This was a fun movie. Again, this was part of the Forgotten Giallo. This is Forgotten Giallo, Volume 2 from Vinegar Syndrome. If you get any of the Forgotten Giallos, this is the one to get. So far, the two movies have just been outstanding. I knew about The Girl in Room 2A because I remember I wanted that from when I was young. This is the first time seeing The French Sex Murders. And I really, really love this. So, this is definitely a 3.5 chainsaws out of 4. And, yeah, this is just off the chart. I mean, not off the charts, but you know what I'm saying. This was a good time. I recommend this to anyone to check out. Like I said at the beginning of the video, like always, like, subscribe, share, and comment. I always want to know what you have to say. Of course, this was Italian Sunday, and I am the 13th Wolfman, and I'm on the prowl.